Hello, this is Francesco. Welcome to Secrets. So I'm running here, specifying the container. So it's a dev account basically, and so here the password should be a very super simple one. And this is a dev account, so it's not really relevant. So let's see here what there is. You can see in Secrets you can use commands like in Unix. So there is a less, I can cut something, I say what there is in Asasa, I can cut people, for example, and see that this is as some kind of formatting, and this is because it is, if I edit it, you can see I can edit a single field. For example, this, I can change it and using my default editor. But I can also edit it unformatted. In that case, I can see what the actual file it is. And in this case, you see this is a YAML file, and it's managed like some kind of a card. So if you see the help, you can see there are a lot of comments inside inside Secrets, and most important, there are comments that are in the internal encrypted system where everything is encrypted, or some command that can interface with external. For example, LLS is looking at the local operating system. So, for example, you see there are some files there. If I see LS in some, I see things that are inside Secrets. Let's say that I want to export, for example, people YAML, this file, and I want to export it, and I want to delete from the operating system after 2 seconds. I can do that. Export people and say delete after 2 seconds. So if I do LLS, now I see that here there is people. But if I see again, it's no more there because it has been removed. This is very helpful when, for example, you have a keystore JSON file or something like this that you want to use to import a wallet, for example, in my Ether wallet, something like that. In that case, you want to keep it on the operating system just the necessary to do the operation. After you want to remove, to be sure that you remove it, you can say, oh, let me remove in 1 minute. And things like this. The same way when you import files, you can, let's say you just downloaded something and you want to import in Secrets, you want to delete immediately from there. So in this case, for example, let's say that there is that, here is let me export again this file, but without deleting it, okay? Now it remains there. Let's say now I want to import it and delete it from the operating system. It would be just import people, and I say move it. Moving is moving, so LLS is no more there, and it's inside here. And actually, it's people too, because it's a second version of people. It's not the same file. It's a different file. It's a duplicated actually in this case. So what you can do you can see that inside inside Secrets you can use data sets. The primary are main and trash that are everywhere. And archive, I just created archive. If I want to create another one, I will say backup, and I want to create it. Now I am inside backup. You can see it. I'm inside backup. Here there is nothing. But for example, I can move from, let's say, from main, everything that starts from P, like people. I say people move here. Okay. What is that? Move or ls move. Sorry, I mixed two commands. So you can see that now I moved and they are here, and I can remove something. I say, oh, let's remove people 2. And now where is people 2? It's no more here, of course. It's inside trash, and where there are all the files that I deleted. And if you delete something from there, what happens is that it's going to delete from definitely from Secrets, of course. If you delete from trash, you cannot delete from trash and put the get in trash. It doesn't make any sense. So let's see, the most interesting command actually are, in my opinion, are totp, conf, alias. Let's see conf what it does. I can, for example, I can configure FIDO2 second second factor authentication, and I can use a key that I call UBO. Here I have a UB key, so I touch the key, I touch again. He asks me if I want to activate the second factor, because after I cannot access without that. I say yes, and after he asks me if I want to create a recovery code, and I say yes. Let's say the name from the recovery code. You can see here there is a recovery code, but that is also inside this file. So in case I have doubts, I don't know, I don't remember, I can cut this file all the time and see it. It happens the same if you change the password. When you change the password, it saves locally temporarily, because typically in my experience, what happens is that people forget the password one moment after they have created, and they don't remember it anymore. But if they are still in the account, they can just take a look and see the password, and in case they can change it back where it was before. So anyway, let's say the most interesting command here are alias and copy. For example, alias -l. Let's see what I configured here. I configured this very interesting command. You see, this G is an alias that does this entire operation. Basically, it copies from GitHub YAML, waiting for the end of the execution, and he copies before the username, after the password, keep 5 seconds in the clipboard, one for 3 seconds, and after calls the TOTP that generates a second factor authentication code for that account. You see, let's see if this works. We can verify immediately. Let's go in here. Let's go github.com. This is an account that I just created for this, so it's not my usual account. Okay, let's see, sign in. I can do and learn. Now I will raise the volume so you can hear the beep, because between one and the other there is a beep that alerts me when I'm ready to pass the next one. Say I run G and I pass the username. Now I pass the password, yes. And now I pass the authentication code. It's fantastic. It saves my life. There's no way it can be better than this. And but there are other ways. I can, for example, let's say I can show you how can I set that. I go here in security and I say, oh, let me change my authentication. Okay, let's using an app. In this case, it says it's okay, download these things. I downloaded, and I will probably copy later, and I will show you what I will do. Now there is these things. What I can do, for now only on Mac OS, but soon will be everywhere. I can copy, for example, this. I can take a screenshot of this image. You see? And I can go inside Secrets and say TOTP GitHub, and I say from clipboard. So what happens in your opinion now? I can show you what happens. If I run now TOTP GitHub and I go here, this is new code. So I did this all automatically. So now if I take that file, I can see that inside there is the secret has been generated by that account. I can show you the secrets. If I say edit, it's a edit. Oh, I closed. Control C, unfortunately, exit from the service. Okay, Ubo. You see, I'm using the feeder. So now I say edit people. Edit GitHub. Okay, I want to dp TOTP. And you see what is this? This is a secret that has been generated by GitHub to allow me to access this account. So I think that this is the most exciting feature, and everything else you can discover easily. So let me know, what do you think?